you don't trip on anything. And we'll get going with our power core, binding our feet about hips distance apart, a nice neutral spine, soft in the knees and the hips. We'll take a big inhale, circle the arms all the way up, lifting those ribs. Hands go on those hips as we slowly bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, round and roll up, just moving through the spine, through the shoulders. Again, big inhale, circle, lift. Hands on the hips, hips back. Tuck, round, and roll all the way up. We're going to start with some butt kickers today. So alternating side to side, we're taking the heel and kicking it towards the buns. The knee stays pointed down towards the floor, so it's not a march. It's a heel kick. That way we'll warm up those hamstrings, and we'll just move that side to side. Maybe a little arm. We'll start to step a little wider into these butt kickers. Good, working through the hips. Starting to warm up the body. And take it about 10 more seconds. And we're going to stop and leave those feet wide. Okay, we'll leave those feet wide. We're going to bend our right knee, keep our left leg straight. Feel through that inner thigh. Hands can rest on the hips. On the inhale, we'll straighten both legs to center, roll through those hips, and come out to that side lunge on the other side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, shift. Good, a nice tight core, a long straight back as we push the hips back into that gentle stretch. We're going to take one more on each side. And then we'll bring it back to center. We're going to turn our toes out slightly, keeping our legs just wider than our hips. We're going to sink down into a squat and then slowly stand tall. Sink down, nice wide squat. And exhaling on the way up. Just opening those hips, moving through all the joints, our knees staying behind the toes. If they come forward to the toes, you can step a little wider. The next time down, we're going to hold it down. Right arm pushes up and over. Lift that rib cage. Left. Good, moving side to side. Lift those ribs. Legs building a little strength here. Good, 2 sets left. Woo. That's weird. Good. All right. Let's go ahead. Straighten both legs. Turn our toes in. And then our heels, toes. Bring it all the way back into center. Right knee comes into the chest. We give it a hug. And then we go to the left. We're going to alternate side to side. Each time we lift the knee, we're drawing in through our navel. Good. Try to keep the toes lifted up towards the shin. Add a little rotation through that waist, continuing to warm up the spine, turning towards the knee that we're lifting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, hopefully we've warmed up the body a little bit. Let's squat down and pick up some weights. And if you have more than one set, we're going to start with the heavier set. We'll start with the big muscles. We'll work through our legs, and we'll use those heavy weights to carry along with us. Let's begin with a squat and a curl. So we're going to take ourselves into a squat, find a hammer curl, then press through the heels to stand tall. Okay, here we go. We're going to take 10 of them. 10, nice long flat back. 9. Good, core stays tight. 10. We're halfway there. 5 remaining. Good, keeping those knees behind the toes, driving through the hips. 2 to go. You got it. Good. Last one. Good one. Wonderful. Little shoulder roll to shrug it all out. We're going to start with our side lunge, taking it out to the right. Weights just carry along with us. Right leg steps out, hips drive back, push to come to center. Continue with the right leg. 9 more. Good. Trying to activate that glute. Good. Hopefully the heart rate coming up just a little bit. 3. 1 more this side. Good. Check your space. Here we go. Left leg steps out, hips back, through that heel to come to center. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Good, back through that center. We're going to take a hip hinge, okay, a hip hinge. So our buns are back, our belly is tight, okay? We're going to find a row here, 10 of them. Elbows, stay close to the body as they pull back. Watch the neck, that we don't scrunch up the shoulders. Inhale as you control them, descent. Exhale as you pull back. If you prefer, you can take one leg behind. It'll give you a little more stability, a little more back support. Either way, keep that core tight. Good, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Release, roll out those shoulders. All righty, we're going to take our weights together and to our chest. Option is 1 weight. Okay, so if you want to lighten your load, you can drop it down to 1. Toes turn out just slightly. We're going to step out into 10 wide squats, beginning with that right leg. So right leg steps out. We take our big squat, press up to center. 9 more on that right leg. Again, driving through the heels. One more this side. Center up, make sure your space is clear. When you're ready, here we go. Left leg, step wide. Keep that core tight as you press back to center. Four, 3, 2, last one. Good, we'll release those arms. We're going to turn this into a deadlift. Work a little on those hamstrings. Weights come around front on the thighs. Chest is up and open. Navel tight, hip hinge. Weights slide down the front of the body towards the floor. No roundness in the back. Drive the heels, tighten the abs, squeeze the glutes on the way up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Good. Shoulders and shoulder blades. Staying down towards those hips. Not popping up or rounding. Focusing on the hip hinge. 4, 3, 2, 1 more here. Nice and slow on your way up. Really focus. Squeeze those buns. Good. Chest is open. Let's take our left leg forward, right leg back. A little hip hinge. We're going to work just that right arm. We're going to come into a tricep pushback. So let's go ahead and pull the elbow back behind us, lock our wrist, and then pressing the weight behind to straighten the arm. then the elbow to bring it in. Good, core tight. Good little pause while that arm is extended. Two more. One more. Good, release. Roll out that shoulder. Let's just switch out those legs. And switching arms. Ab locked, left arm hangs, long spine. Exhale, we pull. Inhale, whoops. Let's turn this into our tricep press back, shall we? Elbow stays back behind. We bend and straighten. Little pause when it's straightened out behind us. Good, not rushing it. Two more. Last one for now. Good, release that arm. Roll and roll out those shoulders. All right, feet come back to hips distance. We're gonna turn those palms to face front. Pull the shoulder blades down. We're looking for a squat and a bicep curl. So we're gonna squat, we're gonna curl, release and stand. Here we go, squat and curl. Release and stand. Keep going. Three more. Come on, you got this. 3, 2, last one. Good. Shoulders roll and release. Weights are going to hang by our side. Feet are hips distance. Right leg steps out that side lunge. Good. 10 of them. Good. Driving through that heel. Keeping chest open the whole time. One more here on the right leg. Good, let's take 10 left side. Left leg, hips back, heel push to center. Good, keep those shoulder blades down. Almost there. 3, 2, last one. Good. Shoulders roll. Let's turn this into a deadlift. Here we go. Head hinge. Inhale down. Exhale. Squeeze the buns and the hammies on the way up. Take your time. Make sure there's no roundness in the shoulders. You should be able to gaze out in front of you the entire time, not looking down at the feet or between the legs. Halfway, 5 remaining. Two to go. Last time through, nice and slow. Good, shoulders, roll them out. Let's go ahead. We're gonna take our left leg forward, our right leg back. Right arm's gonna hang. We're gonna do a combo. We're gonna combine the row and the press back for the tricep. So we'll take a row, straight arm back, elbow bends, bring it in, and then down. That's one. Here we go. Row, press back, bring it in, and down. Row, press back, bring it in, down. Good, 5 down, 5 to go. 4, 3, 2, one more. Good, we'll release. We'll roll out the shoulders, coming into the other side. Right leg forward, left leg back. Left arm hangs, take a nice hip hinge, but lift through the chest, drop the shoulders, roll, press back, bring it in, and down. Get a nice locked wrist on that extension. And that little pause back there, getting that job done. Three more. 3, 2, keep that chest up. Come on, belly tight. One more. Good, we'll release. We'll roll out the shoulders. We'll bring our weights together. All right, we're gonna do our wide squats. Okay, so toes will turn out just slightly. We'll soften in through the hips. And this time we're gonna alternate sides. So make sure you've got enough room on either side of your feet. Elbows tucked in, neck long. Right leg steps out, we drop down wide. Push into those heels center. We switch legs. Left leg steps out, drop down. Press into those heels. Continue to alternate. Good. Tummy tight and back staying long throughout the movement. You can always do side steps if the knees are speaking to you. 2 sets remaining. One more each side. Last one. Good. Let's get rid of one weight. It can go out in front of you. We're going to do a reverse lunge. Okay, a reverse lunge. So maybe move forward in your stance. Elbows in and down. Soft knees. Reverse lunge. Right leg steps back. We're going to rotate towards the left through our waist. Come back through the center. Step together. Okay? Let's do 10 here with the right leg. Step back. Stabilize that lower body. Rotate. Then inhale as you come back to the center. Good. Separating upper and lower body. 4, 3, 2, one more. Good, go right into the other leg. Left leg steps back, rotate, right, center, step together. 9 more. Good, keep that spine tall. Four. You've got this, come on. 3, 2, last one. 1, release and center. Roll out those shoulders, nice and big. All righty, so we're gonna take the weights down to the side. We're gonna open up our mat if you haven't already. We're not gonna lie down just yet. We'll open up that mat and get prepared. All right, weights need to be close by so that we can use them when we come down to the mat. Okay? Before we lie down, let's go ahead and come into a little bit of a hip hinge here. We're going to lock and load our belly, drop our shoulders. We're going to put all of our weight into our left leg. Okay, all of our weight into our left leg. That gets our right toes, our right leg free. We're going to reach that right leg behind us. So it's a big opening of that hip flexor. And And we're gonna bring it in. Stable, all weight remaining on that left leg. Reach the right leg back, bring it in. Nothing else moving. Looking for that stability, that core tightness. If you don't need to touch when you reach back, even better. 5 more to the back. 4, 3, 2. Now reach that leg out to the side. Keep all your weight in the left. Reach those right toes right. Bring it in. Should be able to feel that left hip and glute starting to feel a little burn over there. Good, 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. 1. We'll stand, we'll give those legs a brief kick, and then we're going to switch, do the same thing. Hips are back, navel tight, all of our weight in that right leg. We're going to reach the left leg, left toe, reach back, big extension, bring it in. Good, find the balance. Focus out in front of you. Now let's start reaching to the side, way out there. 10, 9, keep steady in the body. 8, 7, 6, I know you're feeling that right hip and glute. 4, 3, 2, last one. 1, good. Bring it in, give those legs a little shimmy, little shake. All right, we're gonna set up for that mat. First line of business is we're gonna walk out to the plank and we're gonna use our hands to do that. It'll also give us a nice little stretch. So standing behind your mat, facing the long way, we'll take a hip hinge and then we'll start to walk those hands out in front of us until we come into a plank. Chest open, nice and long, belly button tight. Hold here, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Flex those thighs, squeeze those buns. Now start to walk your hands back towards your toes as you draw that navel up towards the ceiling so that you end up standing. Take your time on your way up, nice and slow. We're going to roll the shoulders, take a breath, and we're going to do that again. Hip hinge. Softness in the knees. Hands come down to the mat. We walk our way out. Use that arm strength. Stabilize ourselves in a plank. Draw the navel up. Should feel no tension in the back. Flex thighs. Back of the arms, triceps. Pulling towards those toes. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2. Let's start to walk it up again. Draw that navel, the belly, the butt up towards the ceiling. Walk the hands slowly towards the feet, onto the thighs. Take your time coming up. Deep breath, shoulder roll. So this last time, we're coming down into that plank. We're going to stay down on the mat from here. Hip hinge. Walk those hands out. Find your perfect plank. Belly button tight, drawn up and in towards our spine. Chest remaining open. Neck is long. Thighs flexed. Arms pulling towards the feet. Feet pulling towards the arms. 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll drop to the knees. Take a child's pose, an extended child's pose. Roll out those wrists and fingers. And then extending into that child's pose, really reaching those fingertips away from the body. Move the hands towards the edge of the mat so they're just slightly wider than the shoulders. On the inhale, we're going to shift forward into a kneeling plank. Open that chest, lock the belly. Let's take a little push-up. Elbows bend wide. We squeeze the chest muscles, and then we're pushing back into that extended child. Okay, so that's our movement. We can go at our own pace. Inhaling, shifting forward, locking through that abdominal, finding a small push-up, and then exhaling, pressing back into that extended child's pose for some relief. Big chest and arm strength builder here. Making sure we're not allowing our belly button to sink, that it's drawn in tight like we're wearing a corset. We're going to try for 4 more, or 3, 2 more. That means we got to do our best here. Last one's going to be our best one, toughest one, but our best one. We'll find that extended child's pose. And again, we'll release through our wrists, giving them a roll, stretching out the fingers, whatever makes us feel good. We're going to walk the hands towards one side of the room and push out through the rib cage for a little side stretch. On the inhale, we'll come back through the center, long extended. And then on the exhale, out to the other side. Again, nice side stretch. We'll move it back through the middle. And then we'll tuck around and roll ourselves up. We're going to turn ourselves over till we're seated, with our legs extended out in front of us. We're going to anchor our heels on the floor or on the mat, whatever works best for you. Toes are up, heels are down. We're looking for tightness and a nice flat back. So what we don't want to do is round and create any wrinkles or pooch here. We want to keep ourselves as tight and as open in the chest area as we can. We're going to take this into our row, okay, into our row. So it's a hip hinge as we extend forward. Draw the navel in as we come back on those sits bones, pulling the hands towards the rib cage, but we're still nice and long. We're not rounded. We're still chest up, okay? Let's start. Inhale, hip hinge, reach forward, nice. Pull back. Feel that little quake in the belly. That little pause while you're back there. You can almost visualize yourself rowing. Thankful we don't have any oars in the water. Resisting our pullback on those arms. Good. The next 5 of them, let's take a little extra pause while we're back. So hold 3, 2, 1, bring it forward, hip hinge, pull it back, hold 3, 2, 1, hip hinge, bring it forward, pull it back, hold 3, 2, 1, hip hinge, forward, pull it back, hold 3, 2, 1, hip hinge, pull it back. Last one, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, hip hinge, bring it forward. Nice big stretch. Deep breath, full inhale, full exhale. Wonderful. Let's straighten out those legs. So a nice long leg, okay? Thighs driving down into the floor, creating a C curve. We're going to take a roll down. So we're going to pull into the belly. This time we are rounding the back, but we're trying to round it from down low, not just rounding it up high, okay? Fold in through that low belly, reaching the fingertips towards the toes. The chin is tucked slightly. On the inhale, we're going to start to lie back 1 vertebra at a time. Think low, like you're scooping through those abdominals, like you're scooping it out, hollowing it out. You start to look down at the feet. Exhale, push through those heels. Flex the feet to control your momentum all the way down, nice and slow. As that middle back comes up, extend the arms overhead. Take a full body stretch. On the inhale, fingertips lift up towards the ceiling. Head peels off. Tuck the chin. Shoulders peel off. Push that belly down into the mat. Flex the feet. Exhale and roll up 1 vertebra at a time. Take a stretch. Reach for those toes. Good. Again, tuck the chin. Inhale, roll back. Control, control, control. The longer it takes you, the better. Don't let me rush you. You'll take that full body stretch, and then you'll roll up 1 vertebra at a time again. See how slow you can go. Good. Continue. All Trying not to let that tummy gooch, training it to stay tight, to support us. We have one more time that we're going to roll up. We'll come all the way up. Reach long towards those toes. Last time, all the way down. We enjoy that full body stretch. Fingertips one direction, toes the other. Big inhale, big exhale. Good. We'll release. Let's find your weights. Perhaps they're within arm's reach. Perhaps you end up having to do another little roll up to get to them. Adjusting on your mat. We are going to do a fly, so we're going to have some shoulder involvement along with the chest. So if you have multiple sets of weights, perhaps you want the lighter set if you've got any issues going on with those shoulders, okay? All right, we're going to secure that low back on the mat. Take elbows out wide to the side. Option on the legs, okay? Option. So we can stay here with our booty connected to the mat. Or for a little more challenge, you can lift up those hips into a bridge and maintain the bridge throughout, okay? Your choice. On the exhale, let's find our fly. Squeeze those chest muscles. Arms come over the face. Inhale, we resist as they open. Exhale, we squeeze the chest muscles as they close together over the face. Good. If we're maintaining that bridge, making sure that the thighs are parallel and not opening up, winging out. 4 more for now. 4, hips up.
Got her?
Good, just working through the spine, alternating knee hugs. If you'd like, you can turn it into a bicycle extending instead of just tapping the foot down to the floor. Keeping that navel tight, making sure our back doesn't arch. Good, head, neck, and shoulders resting. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Both knees come into the chest. We give them a hug. On the inhale, we're going to take a double extension, driving both legs out to a 45. Arms overhead, head can remain down. Exhale, pull it. Inhale, extend. If you prefer, head can stay up. That's up to you. But just as effective if that head comes all the way down to the floor. Taking 4 more. 4, a little pause in that extension. 3, 2, last one. Both knees into the chest, head stays down. Let's release that right foot, knee bend. Cross that left ankle over the right thigh. Keep the belly tight. Fingertips go in behind the head. On the exhale, lift and twist. Really focus on the rotation. Driving that right shoulder towards the knee on the exhale. Inhaling as we lie back down. Option. Picking up that right leg as you bring your shoulder in. And then extending as you lie back down. Adds a little extra challenge. Taking 4 more. 4, 3, 1, twist, 2, last from the side. We'll release. We're going to uncross, reset, switch. Elbows stay wide and out to our sides so we don't see them. Secure the low back. Exhale, rotate. Left shoulder towards right knee. Inhale, open. Looking for that waist.
option is picking up that left foot, bringing everything in, and then extending as you lie down. Exhale as you twist. Inhale as you lie back down. Two more, ladies, hang in there. Last one. Good, relax the head and the neck. Release the legs uncross. Arms go out to the side. Nice and long, full extension. We're going to pick up legs, send them up towards the ceiling. All right, arms can stay out to the side, or if you want a little more support, lift those hips and tuck the hands just underneath the hips for a little bit of leverage, a little bit of support. Your choice. All right, low back, secure into the mat. Okay, we're going to do scissors. Right leg lowers down, pointed toe. Exhale, quickly switch and switch. So arms can be out to the side, or they can be underneath those hips. Wherever they feel comfortable, you can help drive those triceps down to the floor to help stabilize you. Good 10 seconds. Come on. Keep it tight in the tummy. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's bring both knees into the chest. Give them a hug. Everything releases. Nicely done. We're going to keep knees bent. Okay, knees bent. About at a 90, like you're sitting in a chair. Again, hands can go underneath the hips or off to the side. We're going to allow both legs to lower to the floor without touching. Exhale, flex the abdominals to lift the weight of those legs. So the legs are not bending and straightening, they're staying bent, and we're pretending they're dead weight, lowering towards the floor, then engaging those low abdominal muscles to pull them back up. Good. Exhale. Inhale as you control their descents. Nice. 4 to go. 4, 3, 2, one more, 1. Good. Give those knees a hug again. Let everything release. Fantastic. All right, 2 choices here. Heels can remain on the floor. We're going to do a side to side, a twist before the knees touch. Exhale, engage, roll back to center. Then to the other side. Exhale, engage, bring it back to center. Other option, feet are off the floor, knees are bent at a 90, same thing. Before the legs touch, exhale, engage. Reset when your back is in the center, and then go to the other side. So alternating twists. A little extra back support would be keeping the heels on the floor. That's it. Use those obliques, the side of our waist. Last 4. Try not to let the momentum get you. Move slow, control. 3. 2 sets left. Take it slower. Maybe even a little lower. That's it. Good. Last time, either side, as slow as you can go. Wonderful. Those knees will come back into center. We're going to give them a hug. Excellent. Reverse crunch. toes reaching up towards that ceiling. Arms by your side. We're going to try and curl those hips up. Engage the belly by reaching the toes to the floor. It's so tiny. You should feel this all the way through. So tiny, even if the hips don't lift. You're still contracting, controlling, making sure momentum, it's not swinging your legs. Back of the arms, stabilizing you against your mat. Halfway there, 5 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, we're taking one more. Good, we're gonna grab on behind our thighs, bend our knees, bring them in towards the chest. Separate the knees a little bit and allow ourselves to rock side to side. Big inhales, big exhale. Just releasing the spine. Letting tension go. We're going to turn this into happy baby, angling the soles of our feet towards the ceiling, pulling down. And if those arms will reach, you can grab onto the ankles or the inside or outside of your shoes as you pull down, opening up the hips and pelvis. Still rocking a little side to side, letting it all go. We'll bring those feet together, knees together, palms on our kneecap, letting the feet relax. We're going to draw hip circles using just the arms. Hands, we'll grab those knees, pull the knees close to the chest, separate those knees, push them open wide. Hands, push them away, bring them together, and then back in. So circles. Allow the arms to do the work, move slowly. We're going to take one more in this direction, and then we're going to reverse it. So the next time those knees come into the chest, push them together and straight away, then open them up, bring them around wide and back into the chest. 2 more, just like that. Last time. Good. We're going to release. Right foot goes on the mat with the knee bent. Left ankle crosses over the right thigh. We're allowing the hip to open. Nice full inhale, full exhale. We're going to use the hands, turning it into 4 square, grabbing behind that left thigh, feeling the stretch in hip, stretch in that left hip and in our glute. While we're here, we'll point and flex our right foot. Maybe draw some circles, crinkle up the toes, whatever we can do to release that right foot. We're going to end up taking this into a twist by crossing the left leg all the way over the right. So go ahead, release that right leg. Take the left one, cross it all the way over like you're sitting cross-legged in a chair. Take arms wide and out to the side. And then allow those knees to fall slowly with control to the right side. Once those legs rest, we'll turn our palms up and our head to the left, the opposite direction of the knees. We're feeling an openness in our chest. A nice stretch of the back. Full inhale, full exhale. We're going to turn the palms down, draw the navel tight, use the feet to help roll back on your back. Leave the legs crossed. Leave the legs crossed. Pick them up. Grab your shins. So knees still crossed. Left leg is still over the right. We're grabbing onto those shins and drawing the legs still crossed closer to the body to get a deeper stretch in that left hip and glute. Good. Release, relax. We're slowly going to uncross, uncurl, We're going to start with the 4 square on the other side. So left ankle crosses over, right ankle crosses over that left leg. Right ankle, left leg. We let that right hip open. Then we turn it into 4 square. Hands clasping behind that left thigh. Right elbow can give a little push on that right thigh. Left foot flexing, pointing, circles, toes. Wonderful. Breathing through it. Easing our way into our twist. We'll release that left thigh. Cross the right one all the way over the left. Take arms out to the side. Draw the navel tight to support the back as you let those legs fall with control to the left. Ease their way down. Once they're down, head turns right, palms turn up. Huge inhale, we're filling up the belly. Exhale, empty the belly completely. Arms will turn down. Belly tight, we'll bring it back through the center. Good, hugging onto those knees as we lift them up. We're grabbing shins, pulling them in tight. With that right hip, that right glute. Slowly, we're going to release. We're going to uncross, hugging both knees into the chest. We're rocking a little bit side to side or front to back, your choice. If you're taking front to back, let's go ahead and take those hands underneath those knees, holding on to the hamstrings instead of on top of the knees. And if you'd like, you can roll to the side to push your way up, or you can take a front to back roll. If you're doing that, make sure you tuck your chin tight to the chest on your way up. We'll turn ourselves over and find a runner's lunge. So we're going to take that right leg out in front of us, and then allow the hips to drive forward, stretching out that hip and hip flexor. Option to bend that back knee, getting a little more into the quadricep there. We're going to release, shifting back so that we can switch legs. Right leg comes behind us, left leg comes forward. We drive those hips forward. Maybe bending that back knee. We're going to release. Maybe curling those toes under. We're going to work our way to standing. So you can curl those toes under to bring that right knee underneath the body. Stepping to a little bit of a squat. And then slowly rolling up one vertebra at a time. When you do get up, make sure you watch out for your weights or other objects that could be in the path of your feet so that you don't trip. We'll take feet hips distance. We're going to inhale, circle all the way up. Lift those ribs. Hands on the hips, hips back. And slow, tuck around and roll back up to standing. One vertebra at a time. Shoulders roll at the top. Good, let's take fingertips, reach them down towards the floor. Chin comes down to our chest. Right ear going to roll out towards the shoulders slowly. And then the chin will return to the chest. Pause there. And then allow the left ear to roll out to the shoulder. And then chin back down to the chest. Pause, and we'll repeat one more time each side, nice and slow, stretching out that neck. The chin will return to the chest, and then head will lift in center. Wonderful. Let's take our right hand and pat ourselves on the back. Left arm gives a little help. We're looking for a tricep stretch. Maybe take one foot in front of the other. A little more comfortable on the back, then a wide stance. Looking for the stretch right here in the upper back part of the arm. Navel in tight so we don't arch. Inhale, exhale.
We're going to release and switch. We're going to pat ourselves on the back of that left hand. Right arm comes around to give it a little extra push till we feel our stretch. We're going to release. Arms are going to open wide. Big inhale. Squeeze those shoulder blades back and down. Good. Let's take just the right arm across the body. Left arm comes in, gives it a pull down. We're going to make a fist and roll out that right wrist, both directions. Good. On the inhale, we're going to open up the arms again. Left arm comes across the body. Right arm comes in from underneath, pull it down. We make a fist with that left hand, roll out the wrist, both directions. Good. Open up again on the inhale. Hands release. Feet step together. One more big indulgent shoulder roll. Maybe two. Good. Great job. Great job.